So yeah, I'm audible.
Yep.
So
So
we are
hello
like,
friends. Yeah. So hello friends. Welcome back to another virtual meetup by ILUGD and HHC. Hope you are doing well at your homes. I am Shivam. I welcome you all here. Thanks for joining. So today is 17th, I guess, 17th of April. So today is a quiz session and a small community check-in. So yeah. So we are using Jitsi here for we are using Jitsi. If you have any other suggestion, just write it down on a Telegram group or just on the left hand side window. So quiz is hosted on Kahoot. So my suggestion is please log into Kahoot, or you can download it the app on in Android or on iOS. So yeah, the winner will get this awesome plant, the quiz winner. So yeah, also we are live on YouTube, so you can watch it there also. So yeah, if you want to connect with us, this is our Twitter handle, and you can connect with us at Telegram also. We are there. So this is our meetup.com link. Call of sponsor. Yes, if you are part of any meetup organization or other organization, so we are open for collaboration. So yeah, code of conduct is like set your name as your real name or your username in Jitsi setting profile. Follow COC. Be nice to everyone. Mute your microphones. And if you want to speak, please raise your hand before. Put your question for a speaker in the chat window if you want to ask any question. So this is a quiz session, right? So you can find the quiz rules in the left side chat window. Please play with your entire username, Telegram or Twitter. You can use both of them, or with your real name. Any user with any other name will be kicked out from the room. So that's the point. So there are 15 questions, and you will have the 30 seconds to answer. Some of them, some of them are like 60 seconds. You'll get 60 seconds for answer. And the third one is Manav will going to read all the questions, and they will appear on your Jitsi screen also. So yes, I'm going to hand over this to Manav now. So hey Manav.
I'll be live in just a second.
Okay, take your time.
Can you share the game pin so everyone can join till then?
Till then,
Yeah.
share the game pin. Yeah, sure. Just a
The defending champion is not playing today, huh? So is that the pin? 295522?
Yes.
yeah.
Okay, everybody join now.
So do we have Raju Dev here? He's not playing.
I don't see him. Do you? All right, so everyone who have successfully joined the game server and is ready to play, send Y to the chat window. Okay, we are good to go, I think.
Yes, I guess just we can also wait for 2 minutes. Zion
Uh,
is
if
calling
we
us.
wait, if we wait too long, then the Kahoot disconnects. So there's an issue. So if everyone has joined and who all are available here, I think we should start.
Let's wait for 4 more minutes. We will start at 9:30.
So the issue with Kahoot is if you wait too long, it kicks you out.
I know. Yeah. I guess we can start now.
Okay, so Manav, you can start, and everyone else, please mute.
So, am I audible?
Yes, you are. You can start.
Okay. So I'm gonna start in 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. Okay. So the first question is identify the personality shown in the figure. Okay. So the right answer was Richard Stallman. Let's go to the next question. Nice. P5G41 TMLX.
Manav, it will be better if you can just read the questions out loud.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
So I thought.
So,
Okay.
Your internet is kind
So-
of laggy.
yep.
Laggy. Okay.
Yep, I received all the
Wait.
options after the quiz was over.
Yeah. So I answered on time, but it says time's up.
Also, I answer. Yeah, I answered on time. Yeah, same.
So can we restart the quiz?
I think
Yeah. I,
Maybe remove these two questions and restart again. Or if so, Manav, I think your internet is a bit laggy. So if someone else can start from there, who have a stable connection.
we need a way to figure out.
Congrats, Mason.
So I
Maybe
think
should-
I'll read a couple of minutes to figure out how I could transfer this quiz to somebody else. Maybe if
Thank you.
does anyone here know that?
Shivam,
give
can
it.
you?
Yeah, give it to me. Give it to me. Yeah. So
I guess meanwhile
Sure, I'll just
we should do the community check-ins. Then.
Okay.
yeah. Meanwhile, we
You
can
can
do the community check.
Same
you can
credentials with
you can remove these two questions
Yeah,
and
okay. Okay.
sure. I'll just
Sure.
share the credentials.
Yeah, I'll tell you to add the 2 questions. Yeah, but I'm still playing.
no, there's no need to add more. I think it's okay. We can go with the remaining one.
That was a joke.
Sure.
Very bad one. All right. So what should we do? Should we wait or should we do something else?
Does the community check-in needs to be on YouTube?
I think, yeah, it's good if we have, because there would be show and tell and recommendations and all. So it's good if we can. If even if we don't, it's okay. Not so big, not so deal breaker. So anyone want to share anything what they have been doing this week or so?
Okay, I'll start. So I've been reading the book *Sapiens*, which is kind of a history book on humankind. I would say it's a very good book. Everyone should read this book. It's a bit bulgy book, so it will take a few more days than usual and than other books to read the whole book. And reading the book along with watching the Cosmos TV show is one of the best combinations that anyone can have. Other than that, on the technical side, I just set up an NFS on my RPi and uploaded all the movies I had on my hard disk to that RPi and just connected. And I just connect my TV with that NFS to watch the movies which I couldn't find online on streaming websites. So those movies which I torrent, I can see on my TV, just like I'm streaming those movies. So these two things I wanted to share with others. So yeah.
Yeah, that's nice. If you can put the book title or link in the chat, that would be great. Okay, so let's see. Animesh, what you have been up to this week?
I've been participating in that hackathon.
Oh yeah, you
Online
told
hackathon.
about that.
Yeah.
So is it like a week-long hackathon, something like that, or like how's a virtual hackathon? Can you like talk about it?
Okay, it started on April 11 and will continue till April 19.
That's long. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's been divided into various phases. Like first was, I mean, a kind of checkpoints. So,
Okay.
so first was idea submission checkpoint, which was on April 13, and yesterday was project prototype submission checkpoint, and now on April 19 there would be the final checkpoint.
You're participating in a team or you like alone?
No, you need a team. They don't accept
Okay,
submissions
needed.
of lone wolves.
That's good. And how things are in Bangalore? Looking good?
Yeah, kind of stable, I can say.
Okay, that's good. Good to know. Okay, let's see who else we have here. I see Amar. Amar, would you like to share what you have been doing? Any projects? Any book you are reading? Anything?
I think his connection is lost.
Okay, just me. Would you like to share something?
Hi, so I've been doing sketching this whole week, sketching and
Wow.
making some graffitis. So let me show you a couple of the sketches that I made. Is my video visible?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, so just a second. Yeah, so this is one of the sketch I made. one sketch I made this week.
Wow.
It shows
That's
just a person running from a mobile phone where a shark is coming out just for fun. And
really
this is
cool.
a sketch of the Flash, the superhero, and this is the most recent one which I made. This was the first time I tried charcoal drawing and made this. This is the
Wow.
Ben 10 superhero ghost freak.
You got some real talent down there, buddy. Awesome. Maybe if you share it somewhere. mm,
Topic of coronavirus pandemic.
Oh, I think we lost your screen. Yeah, you're back. So
Hello.
if you put your sketches anywhere like Instagram or something, maybe you can share the link as well. Let's see who else. Taskmaster, what you have been up to this week?
Oh no. Okay, so for the past week, I have been doing an internship at Sawstrong, and other than that, I have been playing a lot of CS:GO. Yep. So other than that, not much in the Linux domain. Nope. But yeah, one thing. I found out that there's a Windows subsystem for Linux, which is based on Arch, that I recently found, and I'm totally loving it over the Ubuntu one.
Wow, that's cool. All right, who else we have? Ayush, would you like to share something? Arjun?
Yes, finally. Okay. Hi, I'm new to this group, Mason
Welcome.
called Mover, right? Um, I've been in a tough spot. We have to get a big file over to one of my friends, and he doesn't have enough data to download it. So what we are trying to do is transfer the file over a voice call, because voice calls are free on Geo. So that's what I've been trying to get done this entire week.
I
Wow,
do
that's
remember similar project vision.
So
I
you
do
are
not
using
what
dial
was the
tones
name.
for transferring data? Question mark.
is there something related to DTMF?
I tried DTMF, but the bandwidth is not enough. We are trying to transfer 8 GB, so something else needs to happen.
Okay.
So like, what are you guys planning like to use? Cause GTMF like can be like used for like identifying the best if signal interference is also there. I don't think like if you try other kind of like tones, maybe it can be like altered by signal transfer.
Yeah, probably. I don't know a lot about this. What I was leaning towards was Geo also gives you free video calls, right? So if somehow I can encode the data in a picture, something like a QR code, and then just call it over, maybe. I don't know.
It's a
That's
really nice
awesome.
idea. Even there is a like it reminds me of a Chrome extension. So what it does is like if you have some URL on your browser and you want to share it with some other system, so what it does is plays some tones like similar to the shuttle ones. If you have used the shuttle app, that's a um ride sharing app for buses and all. Similar tune would be like played on your one browser and other browser would be listening to that and will receive that link and one can open it. So like I think like it's good for sharing small things, but it would be like very worst idea for like big data like 8 GB data that you are speaking of. But really nice project.
Yeah, but take time. The
Yeah,
file
that's
has
cool. Keep us
potential.
posted.
But it's
Yeah.
really interesting. Like I have to say that.
Yep.
I had this one
Uh,
idea. At one time, I had this idea for, like, you might have seen that sometimes there are latencies and connection issues in multiplayer games, right? Like simple, super simple multiplayer games for two people, you can say. So I had this idea to use voice call and send over the the packet data that would be normally sent through internet through a voice call. That would be then read by the other computer on the other side, which is in the multiplayer game with me, and through voice call, all the information transfer would be happening as it would happen on an internet connection. So I did not actually ever realize that, but it was a good idea, in my opinion.
It's like a VoIP, voice over IPs type of thing.
Yep, right, something like that.
Cool. Okay, so anyone wants to share what they have been doing this week? Come on, people.
This week, I finally created a work setup for myself, as it's like the new reality says like it's permanent work from home. So just made a small setup for myself to work at. Uh, that's it.
If it's around, maybe you can show if it's around.
It would be difficult to show you, but I can tell you like I have like I'm using two
Maybe
laptops currently.
you can send the
Um,
photos.
I can send the photo. I will do that later on. I will send it on the group later. So
Awesome.
what I'm doing is I'm using two laptops. One is for like all the chat windows and all, and one mainly for like my ID and that all. As I don't have dual screen setup, so like it's weird but kind of helpful.
Anything that works. Okay, so I'll share what I've been doing. So if you attended the oops, if you attended the talk which I gave in an ILUGD meetup, so I showed this Pi batch, and in that talk I shared that one of the requirement I have with the batch is playing some small emulated games on it. So I have been successful in porting NES emulator. There are a lot of different open source people who have successfully ported NES on different types of platform. A common platform is Teensy and Arduino. This one is runs on 80 SAMD 51 chipset, which is ARM Cortex M4, and this is having 1.8-inch TFT display and all the buttons, gamepad buttons. So porting was quite straightforward. So I think I used a project called it's called No Friendo. So I put it No Friendo, and it was quite straightforward. So you just need to mention your pin mapping to the buttons and your LCD size, that is your dimensions in pixels, and a couple of tweaks in terms of timers and interrupts. So this also has 8 megabit of Q SPI flash, so you can put up some games over here. So far, I have managed to put here Mario and Contra. So if you can see, this is Super Mario Bros. And it's definitely playable. Not really sure if you can see. Yeah, so that's Super Mario, and the other one is Contra. One thing I have been struggling with is saving the game progress, but today I also figured that out, and now I'm also able to uh, save the game progress. One issue I'm having is like if the battery dies abruptly, it deletes all the game data. So you need to re-upload the code. I think that is a bootloader issue. I need to check more. Other thing is new code and solder stickers just showed up. Ordered it before the lockdown thing, and this is the matte version of it with some glossy. So pretty came out pretty nice. So yeah, I'll throw some in the next physical meetup we're gonna have. So yep, that's what I've been up to this week. All right, let's see who else we have. So, anyone want to share something before we start the quiz? Are we good to start the quiz, or we need more time?
2 to 3 more minutes.
2 or 3 more minutes. Okay, so we can have more show and tell kind of
Um,
thing.
I created a template for our memes page. Maybe Philomath can share that just to show how the template looks like. Philomath, can you share your screen and show everyone like how the template looks like?
And I need to run the server again.
Okay. Let me try that. Just give me a minute.
Yep.
I can
So
show everyone like how the template looks like.
we also have Ruchika here. Ruchika, what you have been up to this week?
Documents. Okay. I look this page, this page, this page, and then I have to share the screen. Screen share. Select Chrome tab. Let me share the entire screen share. You can see my screen now. So here is the meme template. It's pretty simple, vanilla looking, just like the main website. And if you click on any memes, it will show you the meme and a little message explaining what the meme is about or the history of the meme. And if you click on like arrow, so it will show you other memes, but there are no images, so nothing. They are just placeholders over there. So this is what I did a few days back.
That loading spinner looks good though.
It's not created by me. It's by default from the JS that I have used. I'm not a front-end developer, so it's a pretty big thing for me just to do this much also.
Great. Okay, we have the game pin. Let's run this one. 537803. So whoever is hosting this time, try to read the questions.
I have entered the pin, but it's not showing my name over there.
Wait, let me.
It should
Same with me too.
it should show on the host screen, I believe. Also, for some people, Kahoot.it is not working. Have you tried the app?
Yeah.
I'm on the app.
The Kahoot.it is not working. Kahoot.com is actually working.
Stella, you want to go bang?
No, we don't.
Thou.
पिन तो हम भी भूल गए.
Sivam, can you please share the pin again? They are asking in the chat window. So meanwhile, if it's gonna take a little longer, so I'm gonna announce about the. Yeah, now we're live. Before that, and I was just announcing about the meetup we are having tomorrow on bootstrapping a civilization.
Okay.
अरे पिन क्या है? Ah,
Okay, I'm good to go.
So the thing is, I'm audible.
no.
Okay. The thing is, you have to skip those two questions because I don't have the credentials of to remove those questions.
Bhaiya, at CVAM, you can always click the skip button on the question.
Okay, I'll skip that questions.
So they'll appear in random
So
order, right?
maybe.
Okay. So,
So we
so
have,
whenever those questions appear, you just skip it.
yeah. Okay, no problem.
I don't think they're in a random order.
You can skip 1 and 2.
So, okay, I'll do that.
Everyone joins in, please confirm it in the chat.
If anyone is not able to join yet, let us know.
So I'm going to read all the questions. If you don't want to hear my voice, just keep just what you say. Just close your speakers.
Mute your speakers.
Yeah,
Mute your
he was just
speakers.
waiting on the.
Okay, let's start.
So we're good to go. Start. So the first question which you have to skip, the personality. So you have to skip that question. No man, we have 6 answers for that.
Too fast.
They are fast.
Okay, no problem. The
Uh,
second
that will
question,
be
answer the
that,
question.
that will be a problem actually later on.
अरे मुझे दिखा ही नहीं.
So yeah, third question is what is the output of the following program given below? Time up. So who is on the top? Let's check. CL and Mio. That's Alok, I guess. Alok is leading. Third question: what is the full form of RSS in RSS feed?
The one I know is not available here.
Okay, the two options are correct.
Right.
Please mute yourself. You can ask after this quiz. So Ruchika is on top. Then we have Alok and Zion Zolt. So the next question is, what is the name of the typical Emacs config file? So that was the question from the Raju Dev talk. So yeah, Ruchika is still on top. So the next question is, which two companies were involved in the formation of Ryzen? So if I'm not wrong, this question was from Xeon Talk, porting Alpine Linux. So Ruchika is still on top. Then we have Philomet and Animesh. Next question is, what do the words RC stand for in Bash RC? So yes, Ruchika is still on top. The next question is, what is the maximum operating frequency of an Arduino Uno ILUGD? Is the right answer. So Ruchika is still leading, and we have Philomet is on. So the next question is, you can run graphical programs in Docker container. Is that true or false? So that was true. Ruchika is leading. So the next question is on your screen. I2C is a full duplex protocol. Is that true or false? It is false. So let's see. Animesh is in second. So Ruchika is still leading. So the next question is, what is the full form of SPI in SPI protocol? So the correct answer is serial peripheral interface. So let's see who is on top. Okay, Ruchika is still leading. Next we have Animesh and Taskmaster. So the next question is, identify the file type from the permission given. So the correct answer is character special file. So let's see. Ruchika is still leading. Animesh is on second, and Alok is on third. Let's. What is the full form of JTAG? That was the question in our exam. Also, in quiz also. So the correct okay, the correct answer is joint
Blue.
test. Okay. Ruchika is still leading. Next question is schema is used for PCB routing in KiCad. Is it true or false? So that was the question from CLI Ninja's talk.
No.
Okay. Okay, Richard is on second and animation is on third position. We have last question. Which is the following command can be used to display the file page by page? Okay, so the correct answer is more. So we have Philomath on third position.
Yeah.
Second on Richard. And the winner is Ruchika. Congratulations.
Awesome.
GG boys.
So whoever is on the podium, can you please share your Twitter handle, Twitter username in the chat so that we can tweet about you?
Just take a screenshot of this first.
Yep, take a screenshot of it.
Yeah, done.
So, Ruchika, are you there? You want to say anything about?
Yeah, I'm here.
So, how is the feeling?
I would like to thank dash dash dash.
How are you feeling now?
I'm feeling good, obviously, because I'm not very much of a technical person. So sometimes designers also win in a technical quiz.
Designers are most technical person, I believe.
Alok is saying घपला हुआ
Yeah,
है.
I remember. I remember a question from a talk on containers. So yeah.
पाइथन वाला क्वेश्चन था। आई रिमेम्बर कि मेसन ने आई थिंक वो क्वेश्चन कभी पहले पूछा था। एज फार एज आई रिमेम्बर लिनक्स 6 का जब बर्थडे मीटअप था एंड द सेम
हाँ,
क्वेश्चन
वो मैंने पूछा था.
और वो
Okay.
दूसरे
I
क्वेश्चन है,
remember
मैंने फिर से
that
गलत हो
Docker
गया।
change.
Okay, explain that one, someone.
हाँ
Someone
एग्जैक्टली,
अरे
उसने समझाया था। आई एक्चुअली फॉरगॉट हाउ उसने समझाया था पहले भी।
So,
प्लीज
so
maybe Mason can share the screen and
Array, even that MFRW showed like how we can run GUI using Docker, and even snaps or Flatpak apps are container-based apps, and they are GUI apps.
Mason, maybe you can share your screen and talk about that Python wala question.
बिकॉज़ -5 पे true आता है, -6 पे false आता है। दैट्स हाँ प्लीज कंटिन्यू।
Which question are you talking?
The Python
मैं लिख
one.
रहा हूँ।
All right, just let me share my screen.
Okay. Then maybe Zion can talk about running graphics on Docker.
Yeah, just please don't judge me that I'm using Windows. Just let me increase the font size so that you all can see this. I guess this is visible. Yeah. All right. Basically, if I remember correctly, in Python 2, there was something called DMA, dynamic memory allocation. Correct me if I'm wrong. All right. So it was a range between -5 to 100 something. If
No, no,
in
it
Python
was 256. Yeah,
in Python 2, it was a range between -5 and 100, something close to 100. So
I guess the range was same.
if you make a variable with any number between -5 or in 100 till 100 in Python 2, then it will point to the same
Same
memory,
same
same
object.
object. Just because Python is really slow, and Python these are some tactics that Python do under the hood to make it kind of fast. In Python 3, the range was increased to
Minus
256.
Yeah, -5 to 256.
I do not remember the page, but the thing range is now -5 to 256. All you can do is like make a variable with -5 and another variable with the same value, and A is B will return true. But the moment you make another variable but out of the range, out of that range, then A is B is not going to return true. Same goes with any number between 256 and -5. For example, 167. A is B, hopefully, or I will mess it up. It returned true. It is not just to these numbers. If you have strings, for example, A equal A and B equal A2, then A is B will also return true, but not. Matlab, in basically in strings it is kind of messy. I can say A is equal Mason, and I can again create another variable with same value, and A is B will also return true. But the moment I add a space and I write something like P5 G4 and DML, and I create another variable with same, there is a space, so it is not going to treat it the same way. So these
Why
are
is
some
that?
tricks. Basically, if you're including space, then it is kind of assumption that if a user is make declaring a string with a space in it, then it is less likely that he is going to use it is less likely that he is going to declare another variable with the same thing, with the same data like this. It is a simple assumption that the developer took in mind.
So is this helps in some optimization, or like why it's there?
It is kind of optimization. I already stated that Python is really slow, and to make it kind of fast, Python do these tricks under the hood.
Yeah, it is for optimization. Like, yeah, everything is like object in Python. So if I if I assign a value so to A, so it's like A is pointing to that object 6, and if I again do this with B is pointing to 6 again. So that is the two variables which is pointing to the same object. So we can use the range for it. So that's why Python have -5 to 256 is a range. In that uh, you can make objects, and they will point to same objects. So that's why that maybe that's correct.
Ayan, you are muted.
Okay. Yeah, awesome. Thanks for sharing this tip. Maybe Zion, now maybe you can talk about running graphics inside Docker. That was another
I
question.
have one more question. So, Mason, do you have the link to the PEP which you have this
I will
specification
have to
sheet?
look for it. And if I recall correctly, this range increase, like it was around Python 3.2 I'm
I
not.
have the link. I have the link. I'm going to share to the group.
Share in the group.
Yeah,
Okay,
share
okay.
in the Telegram group.
Okay, no problem.
Sure.
Thanks,
So
guys.
is my screen visible?
Yeah.
So this is a slide from Mohammad Falak Rizwan Wani's talk. That was one of my first talk at ILUGD, and it was about Docker. So at the end of the talk, he was talking about like how to run Google Chrome using Docker. So what he did was like he created a Ubuntu Docker and just installed Google Chrome inside it, and then this is what he did. So he used the X server that we had, and he used that for the Docker, and he just used that. I don't remember what he all did. So he's running some display as privileged. So this was the command that he used, and I don't remember the things that he explained. So I am not a really good person to explain this thing, but this was the command. Also, that Snap and Flatpaks are also containers that are packed, and they are also running GUI. So it's very much possible to do that.
Awesome. Please share this link in the chat and in the group.
Okay.
Also, looking at this, I'm wondering it's possible to run. It's possible to do X11 forwarding with Docker somehow.
Actually, he
Yeah, that is
shares
the
the libraries, that X11 libraries with the Docker.
Awesome. That's a
That was
great,
the like most awesome thing about his talk. Like at the end, like it was like boom,
great
something.
thing. One thing I want to ask: is it possible to invite MFRW for a Docker virtual talk? That would be great because this is the one of the talk which is like one of the best Docker talks we ever had. So if we can take it virtual, we'll have a recording and we can use it for later use as well. So if anyone can contact him and request to take this talk virtually.
I have seen him pretty active on Twitter. So if we like can like post like he have been like liking and sharing our Twitter post also. So like if we give him a shout out on Twitter itself using official iLug handle, maybe that's the best way to reach him.
Awesome. So maybe Mohit, you can tag him from ILUGD and ask if he can take a Docker virtual session sometime next week.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, Zion, share the Twitter handle with Philo. All right, that was a great learning. Any more questions from the quiz? Someone wants to ask? Anyone wants to share? Anyone wants to share another trick? Anything related to technology? Any programming language? Anything
So there
before
was
we
one
close?
question on RSS full form. So there were two
Yes.
correct answers. Just right summary and the other one I don't know. So
So
both were the correct answers.
Manav is the right person to answer this.
No, there.
I
yeah.
had one more full form, but it was not present in the options, and that RSS one.
That was a kind of controversial question.
There were two correct answers, and you were supposed to get correct. You're supposed to get full marks for both checking both A and B.
That was a good question though, because I thought
Yeah,
I had
man.
guessed it.
Yeah.
Thank you for compiling this quiz. Questions was really great.
Okay, so we still have like 15 minutes left. So generally, this weekly call is 1.5 hours. So if anyone wants to share any tip, any trick, anything, any project they're working on, any book they want to recommend, any podcast they want to recommend.
Or any idea to the any project, any
Yeah, any project they want collaborations, hiring and pitching session. We can also do any lightning talk you want to do. Please feel free.
Hello. So I would like to share a project that I've been working on. Me and Manav are working on a project in which we are for the current pandemic that has been going on. So for that, we are working on a crowd estimation program or script which can estimate the crowd density at a place through video input or photo input. So we have been developing this so that it can be used in drones for the surveillance drones and etc. So we have hit kind of a roadblock in further polishing the idea. So if anybody has any recommendations and would like to join in on the project, they're most welcome.
That's kind of our idea on hack on, but
Oh,
the approach is different. We are aggregating the location data and using it
okay,
to create kind of heat map. So
okay. So
the approach is a bit different.
So we were our final result was probably going to be the similar one, I believe, because we were thinking about actually estimating crowd density and then overlaying a heat map on top of it, maybe.
Yeah,
But
the
I
same
think
thing. But
the stack is completely different.
yeah, your approach is using drone imagery and all the visual data, and we are
Yeah, yeah,
relying
yeah,
on the device location. So we're building an app for that. That's our idea.
okay. So yeah, like R is mainly based on visual input from the surveillance drones. So we will be using computer vision. We'll be using like a YOLO object detection to detect the number of persons and to calculate the crowd density. Or we will be using the video input from CCTV cameras that are placed outside some public places like malls, etc. Or marketplaces or parks to see how many people are entering and how
How
many
would you
people are exiting.
how would you access CCTVs? I mean, I don't think you'll have the appropriate permissions for that.
No, we won't be accessing. We are just creating a script that can be used in the CCTV cameras. So if anybody wants to use that script for estimating the number of people entering inside that public place, so to get estimate of how many people are inside there.
Uh, okay, but that won't be easy. I mean, just patching all the CCTV systems that can be hard.
Yeah, even the counting process is really difficult.
And besides that, uh, suppose, like for example, there's crowd in a mall. That doesn't mean it's it's highly dense in COVID-19 infection because they have their own security checks for that.
Yeah, it's not mainly for places like malls because places like malls are mostly shut down. But the marketplaces or public parks where people generally gather around, so it's for places like those.
Yeah, that. And plus,
So
I think
From
Ayan,
I
tell me
think
if
you
I'm
can.
wrong on this, but I think for drones you need a license, right, to fly the drones.
Yeah, now you do.
Yeah,
So yeah, I mean there are size limits in that. Actually limited to like a certain height, so I can fly a drone below a certain height, and for our testing purposes, I think it will be enough. But I don't think we're planning on actually testing it on a drone right now because most of the info will be sent from the drone to the computer and will be then processed there.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, I have a suggestion, a video that was from Icon 2016. I don't know the place, but this talk this talk was great on Python memory management. So if you want to watch this. The link is in chat window.
So Richard Stallman, Richard Stallman, the guy who was here, he actually shared a bash command above. Please do not try to run it, as it is just RMRF. That's the reason I kicked him.
That's pretty smart command though. Smart way to
It was
put it.
kind of looking fishy to me. I didn't bother to check, but now that I have checked, I kicked him. What I can do is, if we have time, I can show a simple trick, neat Python trick that I use commonly while coding. Is that
Yeah.
fine?
Yeah, please go ahead.
No, so
Mike,
I think we can just can close the stream, YouTube stream, if it's okay.
I'm sorry.
Should we close the stream? Stop.
Yeah, we can.
Are we closing the talk now, or should I talk about this first?
Yeah, please share.
All right. So it's like something is called as a function counter. I do not know the exact term which normally programmers use. So basically, we have a problem. The problem statement is something similar. For example, I have like call it funds, and I call it like it is doing some work. But I also wanted to print how many times it is running. For example, if the function is called the fifth time, then it should print out 5. So, there are several ways to tackle this situation. You can just implement a simple global variable, but I think that is kind of messy. That is kind of messy to me, just to me. So what I do is there is a simple Python work which
Mason, your voice is not clear. Maybe you can tweak your mic something.
Just give me a second. I guess now my voice is clear. Yeah.
Yep.
All right. So again, just to reiterate, there is a simple problem that we are facing over here. Whenever I call the function should return how many times it has been ran before. For example, if the function is ran 5 times, then it should print 5 and also do the work that it is intended to do. So there are several ways to do this problem. To tackle this situation, you can simply define a global variable which name as counter. It will count how many times the function is being ran before. But I tend to not use that and use a Python bug. It is not basically a Python bug. People think that it is a bug. It is a Python feature, so it is called mutable default argument. For example, if you define a function, for example, func, and there is a default argument called let's call it cnt, and it is a list. It is a default argument over there, and but I'm doing some work over here, and all I'm doing is returning. All I'm doing is appending the length of cnt to cnt, and then it is just normal Python problem. I'm doing some work, I am appending it, and then I am printing out cnt. So if I run func, of course you will see this, but again this does not make sense, because whenever I call the function, I have not defined that variable, that default mutable argument variable, as global variable. So why it is doing something like this? So again, it is a feature of Python which Python offers, but people think that it is a bug. For me too, this is a bug. So I tend to use it here as a function counter. I just do is I just add these lines. I will normally just print the length of CNT over here. I just do this so whenever I call Fancy now, it will show me how many times I have been running this program. So this is kind of a really MacGyver way to tackle this situation. I will only suggest you to do this if you have a really small code base, as it is going to take a lot of memory if you're just running this function again and again. So that was it.
Nice trick. Thanks.
Thanks.
Yep. 5 more minutes before we close the call. Anything else anyone want to share? Even
Yeah, so we have another talk tomorrow on bootstrapping a civilization by Emerson. So link will be shared prior to the session. Please keep watch on our Twitter handle and on our Telegram channel. So yeah, that's it. And also subscribe to our calendar to stay updated about our future meetups. Yeah, that's all.
all right. Yeah. Okay, so that was a good community check-in / show and tell / quiz. So the next community check-in will be next Friday, same time, 9 to 10:30. We'll have show and tell, we'll have quiz. We need volunteers to make quizzes. So if you want to be a part of the team who makes quizzes like this, reach us out on Telegram. Also, we gonna have small lightning talks and tips and tricks and anything. So if you want to share that, please prepare that as well. And yes, so on that note, thank you everyone for joining, and see you tomorrow for the next for the new session. And stay tight. Be coming with more such talks and sessions. Calendar is gonna be populated for coming weeks. So thank you everyone, and good night.
Stay
Thank you.
safe. Good night. Bye bye.
Good night.